Well, made it through the Snowmageddon, or the Watermageddon, I guess you could call it, last week. We had some small snowfalls on Monday, and as you can see, there's not too much left of it here. There's some snow behind me there beside the house. But made it through pretty good. On Monday, we had a kind of an ice storm. Started out as snow Monday night and turned to ice Monday afternoon or Monday morning, and caused a few power failures. Our power was out, but I had a generator and I was able to plug our furnace into that and keep our heat going, and had a nice fire in the fireplace. Kids played in the snow some, and then this past Saturday we had it again, and had mostly about 3 or 4 inches of snow, and took the kids over to the park. They had a blast. But in the middle of all that, the water plant in the city of Richmond lost power for a short duration of time, and through various other issues, which first started out as a small power failure. They switched to batteries. They let the batteries die before they started up the generator. Batteries are supposed to be just a bridge for the generator power before you get that online. And there's just various comedy of errors and mistakes that people have been making, and old machinery and stuff, but we made it through all that. We only had to boil our water. We're in Henrico County, and Henrico County kind of surrounds Richmond. Like if you look at my mustache here, Henrico County would be my mustache, and the city of Richmond would be my mouth, I guess you could say. But and went into the Henrico County, the west end. We're kind of in the north side, which would be up here by my nose. And then you had the east end. The east end was without any water because they depended on the city. Now the river, James River, flows from west to east. So the issue is that all your fresh water comes in largely on the west side of town. Both Henrico is further west than Richmond, but then the wastewater is discharged in the east. Well, so you can't really pull the water out in the east. So of course, that other side of Henrico didn't have water because the city of Richmond didn't have water, and they fed off of that. And then the pipeline went on up to Hanover County, so they didn't have water either. So that was almost 3 days. The water plant in downtown Richmond flooded while they were trying to get it all fixed, and they had it was just a comedy of just errors and problems for 3 days. And they got it all back online, and they told us to boil our water because it was mixing with the water from Richmond. But it's all done. Saturday morning they told us we didn't have to boil water anymore, but of course we could still take showers and flush our toilets in it, so the water issue wasn't too bad here. But a lot of businesses and stuff closed up in the downtown Richmond area, and my thought on this was we didn't have any fire hydrants when that happened. So a big factor in that is, we were one kitchen accident or one space heater getting knocked over away from, major blocks of city getting burned down. So not a lot of people have thought about that, but we have these wildfires in California now that are going on, and they have a lot of dry fire hydrants out there because their system was unprepared too. So it got pretty dicey around here. The biggest factor around here, though, was a lot of businesses couldn't function. Restaurants, places like that. They couldn't flush toilets. They needed water for their cooking, things like that. So it really did cause a lot of trouble around here. Schools were closed for the whole week because of it, and then they turned around and were using the schools primarily for emergency stations where they were distributing bottled water, and they were even giving out some food for the kids and stuff. So, they use the schools for emergency centers, which is nice, but it's all done. And here we are. It's probably a good 55, 56 degrees outside. We got a nice afternoon going on. It is Monday. It is Monday the 13th, and I'll just let you see the area here a little bit. We have a beautiful sunset coming in the evening. Here, let me step to the other side here, and you can see the sunset around the camper there. And it's going to be a nice normal Monday, coming out of a extra long 3-week Christmas break here. So You guys have a good one, and I'll check you later.